Boredom can lead to beautiful things, and that's what the Nookie app is, dude. Nookies. Nookie, Julia. Nookie Leaf. You guys ever had some Nookie? Okay, maybe we should change the name, Baychilla, but I like the concept. Doo-doo. 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 You may think it's the mailbox you're hearing over and over again, but it's actually my aching heart palpitating for the fall update. We are so ready for Brewster, farming, cooking, and more. I cannot contain my enthusiasm. September is slowly crawling along, but we know an update is near. So today we're talking about how that update could be amazing because we've got some fantastic ideas straight from the source, you guys. I love going through your big ideas for the game, and we've got great ones about how cooking is going to work, Animal Crossing dating app, which I think is absolutely disgustingly delicious. It is such a good idea. It's almost a crime it's not in the game already. And I want you guys to tell me if you're excited about, if you'd be excited about these things hitting the game. So make sure to smash that like button if you're so ready for a new Animal Crossing update like I am, and let me know in the comments down below which of these you want most. It's going to be a tough task to decide. There's some really great ones, and it kicks off everybody with Penguin, who has a simple request. I would love to be able to place rugs outside. I would also like the option to change the cobblestone plaza to other materials such as wood or dirt so the plaza can better fit your theme. Yes, please. Resident Services is a nice building. It houses the main villain, Thomas Nook, and also the lady who doesn't stretch her legs, Isabel. Only during fireworks and New Year's. But alas, it would be so cool if we could change the plaza up a little bit. Maybe even shrink the plaza, Penguin. You think that'd be a good idea? Shrink the plaza. I also like rugs outside. Being able to place more of the indoor objects outside for flexibility, the outdoor objects inside. For a second, I thought those were pumpkins. What's up, everybody? It's Zach from SwitchForce, the dude who can't tell oranges from pumpkins. It definitely is spooky season, and I am so ready for Halloween. I'd also be ready to mix up my plaza. Princess has an idea to make Dodo Airlines better. We've talked about Dodo upgrades a lot lately. I think it'd be cool if instead of the incoming flight screen, we could see a cutscene of the visitor's character in the plane looking down in awe of your island. Or, might I add, if it was my island, maybe they'd be looking down in disgust or confusion why there's so many darn flowers. It would definitely be cuter than just watching the incoming flight screen, and I so agree, Princess. We definitely need upgrades to Dodo Airlines. My latest, boldest, biggest idea, are you ready for this? Are you freaking ready to hear absolute spaghetti serum of stellarness spew from my small lips? Actually, they're pretty big. I've always had big lips. But I think what should happen is that Brewster should get his cafe inside of Dodo Airlines for an airport cafe, and he should wear a little pilot wings, a little pilot's cap, and teach those dodos how to do work with efficiency. How cool would it be if instead of the museum and multiple load screens, if Brewster's cafe bigged the Dodo Airlines building, the airport, to add a little bit of extra zest as you go off on your travels. I love that idea. I hope you guys do as well. I can just picture Brewster flying high in the skies with you. He can even join you and say, "Coo, I got some cocoa for you. Coo, pretzels or crackers, maybe cookies too. Coo, I'm Brewster. I've been waiting to see you." Oh, it'd be perfect. My heart, like the mailbox sound, it patters, it pitters. It pigeons for Brewster. And I think Dodo Airlines definitely needs something new. Baychilla coming in with a cool one. I was bored and decided to make this. Boredom can lead to beautiful things, and that's what the Nookie app is, dude. Nookies. Nookie, Julia. Nookie Leaf. You guys ever had some Nookie? Okay, maybe we should change the name, Baychilla, but I like the concept. The Nookie app will be available once you've gotten 3 villagers framed photos, so you're building friendship. And then it's more than friendship. At this point, the last villager you get a photo from will tell you that Tom Nook has created a new dating app and will help in setting up the Nookie. You'll then see a new heart icon pop on your phone, and you'll be able to romantically match up any of your villagers. Okay, so the romance does not extend to me, forever alone. But it does extend to the villagers. I can finally matchmake Cranston and Phoebe. I can take my duets and finally sing the song that will make them dance. A new friendship system will be unlocked, but be careful, you can cause friendship points to go down if you set up the wrong villagers together, with the possibility of them leaving. Ooh, terrible first dates are painful. Bad dates are really, oh man, you go, you show up, they don't look like they're pictured, they smell weird, you just aren't vibing. I can see it now. I accidentally set up you know, I don't know. I put Marshall with Judy, and they're small, so I thought they'd work, but it's just not happening. You know, back in the day, if I matched Snooty with anybody, this would be the result. But I love this Nookie app idea, Bachel. I think it's so fantastic. We've talked about merging our villagers as friends to live in like apartments or duplexes or condos. The romantic angle is very sweet. Perhaps for Valentine's Day, a few months down the road. We'll get there soon enough. The year has been flying by. A little love on our island between villagers and pairing them for better friendship points. I think that is so good. And you know I'd be all about it. We'd have so much fun streaming, deciding who we're going to pair. Especially with our love triangles on our island, right? Cranston, Julia, Phoebe. Who gets who? And then we add Flora to the mix. Oh my gosh. Unbearable decisions to make. But it'd be so fun. The big idea of the week comes in the form of how will we get cooking in the game. It's something that hasn't really been in the game besides Franklin. And some people say it's going to be small, but I think with farming, cooking, seafood, and more, Brewster potentially bringing that cafe quite quickly. I love what Bosk has to say. How about an update that involves Brewster and Franklin, a unification of two famous NPCs? When you've reached 100 museum donations. Who was that trying to peep into the screen? When you've reached 100 museum donations, gyroids will appear on your island like in previous games. You take these to Blathers, and even though he won't accept them, he'll invite Brewster to the island, which will allow you to build the roost where you can display them around the restaurant. But apparently, upon unlocking Brewster, you'll also unlock Franklin, who will show up in the plaza like Leaf or like Kix, and every day he appears, you'll be able to learn a cooking recipe from him, which can involve different fruits, fish, and the vegetables to cook with. And then when you have a set amount of recipes and you've cooked them to perfection, Franklin will move in with Brewster, and the roost will become a restaurant, not just for beverages, but for big meals too. I love this idea of making Franklin not just a dude for November, but a permanent person who wants to help you cook. And if we can integrate cooking in a way that is not only cute, but maybe has some gameplay effect. You know, I've thought about what can it do more than like fruit. You know, fruit you eat and it just makes you a little bit stronger. But what could cooking do? Does it make you more friendly? Does it give you better luck? Perhaps they merge the luck system with the cooking system. Or maybe it just is a fun way to share time with your villagers. Maybe you can invite villagers to a meal. Maybe you make them and you get like bells for serving the right dishes, depending on what the villagers want. Maybe it's all part of a mini game. I don't know, but if we're going to get ingredients like farming ingredients, veggies, and things of that sort, and there's going to be seafood recipes and other recipes, what will we cook them for? I still have not figured that out, but I love the idea of Franklin and Brewster teaming up for a bigger, better restaurant that takes cafe and throws it yesteryear and says the future is Franklin. I like that idea so much. Give me the Franklin update. Give me the dating update, please. Brilliant ideas so far. This episode is singing. La 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 la. Brewster, Franklin, dating 2. Give me the updates. Nintendo, I beg of you. There she is, showing up to sniff some beautiful flowers. I have a lot. You could move anywhere else on the island, but you know what the island needs at this time of day? A new nighttime vendor. And this one comes from none other than my co-host extraordinaire, former husband and great friend of SwitchForce, Nintendo. Pat says, I would love a nighttime vendor. Imagine a new NPC like a possum or a shady raccoon that shows up at night and sells overpriced and rare items. It would be so cool, and I agree. Red is a little bit of a shyster himself. Got that mob mentality. I'd love one more dude to come in. Maybe even a cousin of Red. My cousin. You know how it works. And possum or raccoon feels just right. Tom Nook is the tanuki that sets the tone. And maybe it's actually Tom Nook's brother or long-lost cousin that shows up and says, hey, I'm going to profit off this venture too. Tom takes all the credit, but I was behind the island getaway package. I had the first idea back in 1993. And Tom just took all the credit for it. I would love this idea, someone else at night. So when Able Sisters are closed and when everyone else is gone and you don't want to deal with Wisp, who really doesn't have any great items anyways, a nighttime villager, nighttime visitor, nighttime NPC would be very fun. Plus, perhaps that could be a gateway into getting a new species of villager on the island. We need new NPCs. Nintendo, I love the callbacks. I love the throwbacks. I love the nostalgia plays. But new characters are important too. We love some CJ, some Flick, some characters that have been introduced in the game. And I think another great NPC that is brand new and never before seen would really up the ante, invigorate the audience, and blow away the burnout. So please consider it and make them nighttime. We dancing, we prancing, party in the flowers for some romancing. I love you. I love comments when they start off with, I might be crazy, but And that's exactly what Moody did in this wanted update. Make sure to follow us on Twitter and Discord to get your updates in every week. There's a special wanted updates forum over on our Switch Strong Discord. Join up. Beautiful, fun, amazing, positive place to play the game, make some friends, and maybe get featured in a video. I might be crazy, says Moody, but I would love to be able to be an animal instead of a human. I've never heard this idea before in my life. I've never heard this one, Moody. For example, at the beginning of the game, you get dressed for your passport photo, and you have the ability to choose between being a human, being a dog, a cat, a rabbit, a bear, a bird, etc. So you can fit in with your villagers, because I often have the feeling of being left out playing with my villagers because they're all animals and I'm the only human, which is true, and that's kind of what makes the game Animal Crossing. You're the villager, but I understand the idea of wanting to be one with the animal kind, and maybe it would be cool if even for a dream or a day, you could be a villager. Or we just need more masks, more helmets, more attire. Cosplay as the villagers. Look at Diana going crazy. Anyhow, I don't know how I feel about this one. What do you guys think? Would you want to be... I mean, the whole game is like being a cool villager, but if you could be an animal, would you swap? If you... Oh, dude, if I could be Cranston, if I could be an ostrich, if I could be a swagged out ostrich in these clothes, custom clothes, she's really partying. That would be amazing. Okay, I'm on board now, Moody. I see what you're saying. I'm eating what you're serving. I like this idea quite a bit now. Our last idea of the day is definitely not least because it's a great quality of life update and one that would help empower friends to further their villager hunts and their adventures. Coming in from Gems, the ability to gift other players Nook Miles. Many of us are either Nook Mile ticket rich and don't use them, or the complete opposite and need them desperately. It would be so cool to be able to send them as gifts to your friends like you can with items or when ordering items. Personally, I have nearly 200,000 Nook Miles and I never... Oh my goodness gracious. Hit up Gems if you need Nook Miles. Holy cow. That is a mother load. You're sitting on the Mount Olympus of absolute air travel ecstasy. 200,000 Nook Mile tickets. Please gift them. She needs gifting just so she can start gifting them away and not have this freaking treasure trove of NMTs. But the Nookets are a great thing to share, and I wish the game did allow that. It just makes sense. There's so many things that I wish this game would introduce and add, and you guys are always pushing some of the most awesome ideas I've ever heard. That's why these videos are so fun, and we do see some of them end up in the game. I think Cooking and Brewster are going to be soon, and I'd love to see if Franklin is a part of the show. It feels like he's inevitably going to be in November, but maybe he comes a little early if Cooking and Farming are to be. Is it Brewster? Is it Cooking? Is it Farming? Whatever it is, we need that update fast. And we definitely need some of these as well. A new nighttime vendor, the Nookie app, maybe with a name change, Bay Chilla, but I love the idea. Friendship and romance in the air. I'm always a fan of it. And then the others, like placing the rugs outside, right? Becoming an animal villager. Okay. There's some good stuff here. There is every week. So I'll see you guys on the next episode. Thank you so much for being a part of our awesome Animal Crossing journey. 6 months, baby. Almost 6 months. Share the love. Thanks so much. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Smash that like button if you enjoy Animal Crossing with me. Let me know in the comments down below which of these ideas you like best. And until next time, have a fantastic day. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy, stay smart out there. I love you guys so much. Until next time. Maybe there'll be an update when we hit this again. Maybe not, but it's going to be soon. And I'll have you covered. So until then, have a good one, guys and girls. SwitchForce, out.